working on a couple pillows. Yeah, like, I hurt, and of course I hurt. I say all the time, I can't even sit like that. I just sit like this, that's why I got it. I just deleted a very important video as well. I guess not really, but it was just genuine, and I can't it's hard to repeat it. I'm kind of like a bad liar and shit, so, and I don't know if I already said this, I just cut my hair. I just colored it too, actually. Obviously you can tell from my older videos, if like you've seen, I watched them. No one has. No one has yet, really. Just like, I've gotten some responses that are interesting, but no one's really watched them, but, which is good. Like, because like I'm really shy, and people already think I'm like really weird. Anyway, so like just kind of talking to myself because I'm like sharing information with like the world, but no one right now, and I just moved the computer right here. Just picked it up and moved it like an inch because it would be better to be like closer or something. It didn't really make a difference. Just making vlogs, whatever, and I just like figured I'd make a vlog real quick and post it because I feel really weird. I feel like people, well, I mean, obviously people always judge me anyway, but I don't know, like, I've been out of work for a while. People see my Facebook and people already think that, like, I'm a crazy girl on drugs or something, or they just think I'm really weird, but then, like older people, they're like, you're on drugs, even when I'm at work sometimes, and they're like, no, you're definitely high, and I'm like, at work, and I'm like, no, I'm just working, being nice to you people. I like helping people. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying in my video that I deleted. I don't have adequate lighting in here. I don't know what to do, but I was gonna do that. I'm trying to like do things like one-handed, so I don't like, cause I'm so like hyperactive that like I'll try to do things myself, but I have to like really strain back and stuff like that. Sometimes I like reach too quickly and like because I won't think about it, because I've had 20 years mentality that like I can move whenever I want, and now I'm like so restricted. I try to move as much as I can, but like I try to keep going until like I can't or something. I miss work a lot sometimes. I've actually said I want to go back to work. Like, how many times a year ever since I like working. I like working for money, Again, the only problem with working is that, like, I had a full-time job and I feel like I wasn't getting any money. I paid, like, the cheapest, like, most ridiculous, like, whenever, and yeah, I still couldn't afford anything. I'm sighing because one of my back hurts, so I have to be like this. And two, like, I think I'm like so like flat-chested that, like, I don't know, it like surprises me sometimes, like I am, but then, like, you know, I can keep them close or something. But I was actually working one time and I was just talking about this because like, I was watching another one of my videos and I was like doing the description or some shit because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try to do a good job and, like, I don't know, at least put a description if I'm not gonna edit the bullshit. So I'm just doing it live, straight, uncut, real, trying to I need so much water daily. It's the worst thing about being a cashier. You can't, like, you can't go to the bathroom when you want to, so you kind of have to hold it, and that sucks, because I've been in the point where, like, I've been, like, out in the garden area, which is way across the store, before my back was injured, and that was my favorite place ever, because, sorry, I just got nervous, because the time said 7:55, and this player only uploads 10 minutes to YouTube, but I figured out the other way to do it. It's hard to be, like, relaxed and strained at the same time or something. So, I don't know, people are using, like, really, I'm thinking about so many things. One, about everything, so I want, okay, you always seem so weird, so I'm scared people are gonna, like, find these videos, like, people I work with, and start talking trash about me or something, because sometimes they, like, not that it's a bad thing, but they talk a lot, and sometimes they're not nice towards, like, some people, and obviously I would think that, you know, if I've already heard them talking not very nice about quite a few people, that they're not going to be talking nice about me. I think I'm very itchy nose. There's so much fucking dust around here. But, yeah, well, whatever, because it doesn't really matter, like, what are they gonna say? But, I was talking on another video, the new one I just made, because of Omni. I was like, oh, bring back Stephen Colbert for president. But I had decided this, like, when he was running for president, that, like, I would much rather him be doing what he's doing right now, because he's so good at it. Like, totally, like, because if he was all, like, run up in, like, presidential stuff, like, how would he do his job? He wouldn't be able to. So I would leave someone else to have to do it. And then, I don't know who else would do it. I do something sort of like that. Like I just kind of like analyze. I just like kind of try and say what everything is. Speak out, kind of blogging as life goes on. So this blog is all about a lot of stuff, and I guess it's not any one particular thing. It's just all of life, everything. Like I guess because I was like feeling paranoid that like people were gonna find it, and that they'd talk about it and stuff, and then they'd be like, she's like really like a weirdo, or like they're gonna like, I don't know. I just get really worried because I'm shy, and I was made fun of a lot in when I was younger in school because I don't know why. I didn't even do anything and they were already making fun of me, so I was like, okay, well I can't have any friends anyway, so I'm not allowed at the house, and I'm bringing anybody over, so whatever. They can go and not like me, and if the whole entire class is actually not going to talk to me because like one person decided they don't like me, like this couple, only a couple people that talk to me, but no one really. Like that was like a rare case. Like if they'd actually come and say something to me, and most likely be like, well, she doesn't like you, and you know, so that's why I'm not talking to you. But you seem like you'd be okay. Like, okay. Well, thanks. It's good to know. I don't know. I just wanted to. I didn't really care about making friends anyway when I was in school because I just kind of wanted to like learn a lot of stuff, and I wanted to learn everything. I can't hear for so long. Too much to say. To like. I have a hard time getting it out all at once. I need like a list maker of some sort. So, oh yeah, it was also nice having Stephen Colbert do all that stuff because like he's like a man, and I don't know why that's nice. It's just nice having a guy do it and not a girl, because a lot of girls I meet, I don't know, there's something about them, but that's like obviously really saying something being a girl. And when I was at work, like people would always call a store and I'd be selling windows, like specialty windows. Like one window is like $300, $400 to like $800, and like if you want like the cheap quality, you get like, you know, $100 to $200, and like $250, whatever, depending on what you're getting. So I sell people these windows, and so like if depending on what they need windows for, like if they're going to do like all their house or whatever, the top floor or something, maybe, you know, spend a couple $1,000, and so they come in the store and then they find me and they'd be looking around, and I'm in like this department with all these big doors, like the entry doors and all the windows, and everything's heavy, and like, and they would just be like, I don't know if you can help me, and I'm like, I'll see if I can, and I'm like, I don't know what you want. Sometimes people want weird shit, so, but it's always nice working with these people, and I like that, I like problem solving, so like, if they don't, like, if it's a question I don't know, like, I'd want to know the answer to it, and if it's something that's like really odd and weird, like I'd want to find it for them, and I want to be able to give them what they want. That's why I was good at it, I guess. And plus, I'd be really interested in like the fine details, like all the specifications and everything, and like being very accurate. You have to be very accurate because it's customizing and they're paying like mad money. So they'd always be like, we'd always go through their everything, and they'd be like really unsure, like kind of like some of the time, but then like they'd end up liking me and we'd have fun. But like sometimes at the end of it all, they'd be like, I don't mean to offend you, but I was really unsure about, like, you know, buying windows from you, or like their $3,000 entry door, like one door, you know, like side lights and a transom and everything. I would know my shit, and anytime like a vendor would come in, I'd like ask them questions, and they'd be like, I love you, like you ask questions, and we're like, well, I don't know that shit. Ow. And so the last video I was making, I was pretty much just saying, you know, I loved my job, and besides all this stuff, like, and that happened towards the end when I got injured. I was injured. It was so hard to work. It makes me want to like cry. Like, it's so painful to think of. Cause like it still hurt now, and I like do my exercise, do as much as I can, try to keep going. But it's hard to like even shop, like for groceries. Like, it's so hard. Like sometimes like I'll just be holding my back, and like I have to keep pressure on it. And I wish I had like an ice pack vest, because I was trying to figure out that out when I was at work. I had these 2 ice packs, like this size, normal, but they're jelly ones, so you can like put them on injuries, and like anything that touches like my spine is like it hurts. So that's why I have like pillows and cushiony things, because if it's like anything else, if it's like a hard surface, it just hurts. And like I'm sitting on 2 pillows because like my tailbone and like my hips, like where they like bend down or something, there's something totally wrong with my body now. It sucks. So anyway, these people would be like, I didn't mean to offend you, but you're really good, and thank you for helping us. They're like, I was a little hesitant. Or people call the store and they'd be like, is there a man around? And I'd be like, actually, I'm the only one in the apartment, is there anything I can help you with? And sometimes they just hang up and be like, no, you can't help me, I'm gonna call back. They're like, alright, do that. Because sometimes when we had people in the apartment, some of the guys I obviously knew just way more, and then but like the other guys that I teamed up with that year were really good. It was enjoyable. But I love being versatile. I love like doing everything in different departments. Been quite a few of them. I was just cashier last time, which is why I was like stationed at like, you know, where I was. Like, they ended up putting me over near the service desk and returns, and I didn't want to do returns again, because I was like, you know what, I just don't want the stress. I don't want to go back there. And I ended up having to cover someone who was out on injury, and then I got an injury, which just sucked. But even when I was like on light duty, and then I had to be over there because I couldn't do service desk, but they there was no way to put me. Like, what are you gonna do, like, if you can't bend down, if you can't lift anything? So I was on light duty. I was working really, I was like part-time. It was horrible. My back was injured. I constantly always felt like I needed a walker to move around the store, and getting up and sitting down, I'd have to sit down because I couldn't stand so long. It would just be like a constant hassle. I tried to go like to the break room, which was like halfway across the store, but it's like a mile away. Seems like when you're hurt, like other days it takes me like 2 seconds to get down there because I have long legs. And then by the time I was so like injured and it was so debilitating, like just hurting now, like I said, going to like a shopping store to shop for my food, which I need to live. I'd be like, I don't know if I want to go today because I'd have to walk around and have to push a car to get stuff. And it'll be fine, but it hurts. Like, fuck. And I'm already like limping around the store just walking, that's it. but I'm always like constantly trying to fight it like every day. Which is why it's so like irritating sometimes and like it's such a hassle. It's such a hassle and like, so this is like a blog of other stuff too, just like general feelings and things that happen. And it's hard to like set forward, but I have my sister and her kids, and sometimes I feel it's weird because like I'm weird and her kids are weird, but like I think I'm like sort of like completely normal, and I'm just like here, like just like everybody else. Like, I don't understand what's so weird about me. All these people say, well, I get excitable, I get sad, and like I guess I'm very emotional. Fun because Lil Wayne was like saying in his songs, like he's like, as a Scorpio, but I'm a lucky Libra. Like he said he's like a Scorpio, but he's a Libra. I'm a Libra Scorpio. I'm around the cusp. And in one of his other songs I heard, he's like, I met a dragon female, blah blah blah. And he's intrigued with that, and I'm a female dragon. So I'm pretty gangster. No one in Coventry's gangster. Like Coventry wiggers. Like I try to have like people rub my back, but it's not even like hard enough. And even if they're boys, where like they can't like do it, and I'll put ice packs on. Like I said, I had those little ice packs, and I had 2 of them for the chiropractor. It shouldn't even really freeze me too much, if anything. He ended up cracking my neck, which was weird. And it felt good because all the stress came up, and then I was all tense, and like I felt like the Hulk, like, and I feel like a gorilla, like nowadays, just walking around, like I feel so like stumpy, like I can't move. I'm so stiff. I just feel like shit. I feel like shit because of that. I'm always hurting in pain. I'm trying not to show these little kids that like I'm in pain, and it just sucks watching someone like that. It was my stepmom's birthday last night. Yay, my mama. I grew up with her and my dad, and his birthday's today. That's cool, our birthdays were next to each other. So anyway, one day I was doing my, I was selling windows. It was right in the morning. It was like in the middle of the week. And it was like 8 or 9 in the morning. I was talking to them about windows and a door. They wanted like a screen door. They were building a bar somewhere. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like 19 at the time. Or 20. I don't know, I was 19 or 20. And so I was working, and then I helped them. And then they were going away, and I'm like, okay, go. But they were being weird, so I was like hoping that they'd like leave together, and one guy wouldn't like stay behind and talk to me, but then he did. And I was like, that sucks, but I'm like, cause I knew they were splitting up, and he was just staying to talk to me, so I'm like walking away from like the apartment. I'm like making my way towards the service desk where there's lots of people, cause it's kind of in the back of the store. So like I'm in the middle main aisle. And then this guy like starts getting like all close to me, and I'm backing up, and then like here's the main aisle. You can see it all the way down the building, but there's like no one around, and all the aisles up and down is plumbing. No one's getting any fittings, and then like so he grabs me and like he like starts molesting me in like the middle of like working. So like that wicked freaked me out, and like he got really close to me. And I was like I said, I was like 8 or 9 in the morning on a weekday, and like once he got like that close, like, he started to get up on me, and he was trying to, like, get me to, like, go with him somewhere, or, like, oh, he was trying to get me to kiss him, and I'm like, no, get away from me. And he was like, he's trying to get me to kiss him and shit, so, and then he grabbed me, and then, like, I got really freaked out, and I ended up in the service desk, and I went behind there where, like, there was some people that, like, I worked with, like, with the doors, and to see if they were there, but they weren't. But then my manager happened to be there, and I was like, oh shit, like, I just kind of want to, like, be safe with people for, like, a little while, but I didn't want to, like, make a big deal, and I was just like, oh my god. And then, like, so I was just like pacing around in circles, and she's like, you okay? Or I was just kind of, like, hanging back, like, behind there, and, like, that was just stupid, I guess. It's like, why am I hiding in there? She's like, you okay? And then I told her, and then some people, like, went to find them and got their license plate, and my other manager asked if I want to call the cops, so I was like, no, I don't really want the cops to come here, because then everybody's gonna see the cops, and then, like, everybody in the building is gonna be talking, and I just didn't want that, so I was like, no, I'm gonna be fine. I ended up getting my car stolen not too long later, and I ended up having to quit that job, which really sucked, because then I was out of a job for a year and a half, but I had no choice, I had no car, and it just turned December, so, like, so, like, I couldn't have, like, someone, like, driving me back and forth to work all the time on my hours, always having to find someone, like, new and random and weird to, like, drive me to and from work. Everybody's gonna know where I live. I don't know, like, I was just like, I don't want that, and I don't want anybody to get into a car accident or anything if it's snowing out and they can't reach me, so they start coming to get me. So I was just like, I'm just gonna have to quit. I can't have someone drive me to work forever. Random people going out of their way completely in the middle of winter, and it was months of winter coming, so I was out of work for a year and a half, and I couldn't find one in my area job, but that really freaked me out when I was there. And like I said, like, that little girl dance, some little girl just got, like, raped by, like, the 17-year-old boy. The boy was just told to go outside and play like an adult, and then she was put in the corner and, like, yelled at, like she did something wrong. And there was, like, tears in her stuff, and it was horrible. It was horrible, horrible story, and, like, I was just, like, wicked, disgusted about it. I was like, oh my god, I was like, I feel so fucking bad for that little girl, and, like, it's just totally not right, and, like, all up and down my street, there's child molesters everywhere. The library, they have, like, a whole thick stack of them still. And it's so weird. And then, like, I heard these stories about, like, this mom who just let, like, all these child molesters, like, they have all these friends, and they, like, hang out together, and, like, they live together, like, down the street. They're, like, in frat houses full of them, and they all probably just sit around talking about, like, molesting children all day. And I forget what show I was watching, but they're, like, he's, like, they're all child molesters in that town, and he had to, like, go knock on everybody's door and say that, like, he was, and they're like, oh, we all are in this neighborhood, come on in. And he's like, what are your interests? Or something, and that's what, like, he's talking about, they're like, oh, you can't talk about anything but that in my house. But in, like, real life, like, that's horrible, and you can't believe it goes on, and they get, like, jail for, like, 5 years. It ruins someone's life for, like, ever. Like, that's horrifying. Like, I knew a lady whose daughter, her 8-year-old daughter, got raped and killed, and it just fucked her up because the guy got, like, 3 months or 3 years in jail, and he was out already and she was just doing bad drugs. Like, she couldn't even, like, forget it and, like, live with it. It was horrible. But basically, like, I felt like they would, because people say that I'm on drugs all the time, and basically, like, I got nervous that people were gonna, like, find these videos and start saying I'm on drugs and I'm gonna lose my job. And then, like, cause, like, people would say that while I was at work, and I'm like, no one just heard you, like, excuse me. But, beyond that, and, it just hurts so much. I have some